Hello, my name is Oleksandra, and today I will present you analysis and solution for Barbara Norris case. So let's start our analysis from brief discussion of main problems, which are culture of confrontation, blaming and favoritism, high employee turnover, lack of teamwork, no correct distribution of strong side, lack of clarity, reduced budget, no previous secure records of staff annual performance, inadequate training and skills are demanded, and becoming more administration-centered rather than patient. If we start to cover all the problems and create solutions for them, 8 minutes will not be enough. So let's concentrate on 3 approaches and processes like performance, reward, and learning and development management to improve the situation in the hospital. So the first one is a total restructuring of the people in Barbara's team. We need to start by giving all the nurses separate and clear roles and dividing them into 3 groups: technology, patient care, and training. It will help us to save some efficiency. Important to mention that for improving assessing and evaluating performance, we will need some managers for each team of nurses. We can choose one person who is the most communicative and perform the best results and create this person as the leader of the team. In this way, the need to hire new people will disappear and the total performance of each team will increase. Let's start our performance management process from technology manager. And at first, we need to set the direction, and it will be ensure that technology nurses consistently demonstrate proficiency in the utilizing healthcare technologies and actively contribute to innovative solutions for improved patient care and operational efficiency. Next one goes clarifying roles and responsibilities. Proficiently use electronic health records for accurate and timely documentation, achieve advanced certification in relevant healthcare technology within the next 6 months, separate the implementation of a new technological solution to enhance patient care process, ensure the secure and ethical use of the patient data in a compliance with privacy regulations. Then goal planning and aligning performance. So in this step, we should create some separate KPIs for each team. And for technology team, you can see some examples such as innovation implementation, lead or actually actively contribute to the successful implementation of at least one technology-driven innovation project within the performance review period. It will help to measure the ability to translate innovative ideas into particular solutions that positively impact patient care or workflow efficiency. Then the next one is technology proficiency assessment. Achieve a score of 90% or above in regulation assessment of technology proficiency. Indicates the mastery of essential healthcare technologies used in the unit. The next one goes goal achievement and reflection. Achieve at least 80% of the set individual goals related to technological proficiency and innovation. Reflect the ability to set realistic goals and work towards the successful completion. The next step is monitoring and measuring performance, and it is important to mention that once a month Barbara would need to create a short report with indicators to analyze and track the performance of the staff member. An annual analysis of the staff member is also needed, as this will help to provide an overview of the direction in which the staff member should move, whether the staff member is effective or whether there may be other goals that need to be set. As one marker with technology noted, in this file, do you need a feedback that will help and even support people who do this? So once a month, you need a personal meeting with each of the employees. Then enabling and enhancing performance. For this type of work, the support and feedback from the mentor and general manager will be important. This will help in the further development as well as do not get staff off track to achieve its main goal. The next one is assessing and evaluating performance. At the end of the month, managers will evaluate their employees' performance and give some extensive feedback. KPIs will be very useful in this part of individual performance management. In addition, I would propose tactics where we can set non-achievable goal and employee need to achieve at least 80% of them. In this way, we will not create some borderlands for our nurses and will let them show their full capacity. So 80% should be achievable, while 100% should be very hard to achieve. Reward and recognition, performance and management. So there is 2 types of possible reward, and the first one is extrinsic, about more tangible rewards like possibility of development certifications, and also it will bring some long-term benefits for the company and team at all, then salary bonuses, additional day off, and 1 hour less workday, and some altruistic like recognition, very qualitative feedback, and career growth opportunity. Also, I decided to create another performance management process, but for training nurses. So also, the first step is to set direction. And it will be successful training of new nurses who just started to work. The next one is clarifying roles and responsibilities, help new nurses develop and refine their clinical skills specific to the demands of the GCU, facilitate open and effective communication between new nurses, experienced staff, and other members of the surgical healthcare team, provide constructive feedback, and encouragement to enhance skill proficiency in the GCU context. The next one is planning and aligning performance. So here we also need to create some KPIs, but they will be different from the technology nurses. So the first one is achieve a 95% or above satisfaction rate in new nurses feedback on the effectiveness of the integration process. The next one is develop and share at least one comprehensive resource guide for new nurses with the GCU during review period. Also, the next one is gather feedback from peers and team members on the effectiveness of membership with the goal of maintaining a satisfaction rate of 90% or above. Monitoring and performance will be plus minus the same as in the previous one, but also important to mention that there should be every week anonymous feedback from studying nurses, because it will increase motivation and maybe some possible changes in our training nurses. The next one is enable and enhancing performance. Feedback and some comments from the professional or specialist will be very useful for nurses. The next one is assessing and evaluating performance. In this job role will be very important from the important feedback from the new nurses, so we can show feedback anonymously to employees for its own improvement. In addition, the comparing of KPIs between different periods of the time the same person will be very useful. Also, reward management, and I think we need to concentrate more on intrinsic, where you can see the appreciation from nurses' side and word of thanks from student nurses. So it is very important, because in this type of work, people invest more their own like knowledges and other skills. So feedback will be very appreciable. With a clear and more appropriate division of labor and roles according to the interest and desires of the employee, overall efficiency will improve, and nurses who will be happier to work will become less tired and are likely to improve overall employee relations. The text also raised the issue of reluctance of some nurses to make some documentation and how time-consuming this action is. So Barbara can offer the team an additional fee for this work, and those workers who are profitable and interested in doing it will receive a monetary reward, so no additional people are needed to be hired. It is also worth mentioning that a cut budget doesn't mean that it is not budget at all. Barbara can write up a report after improving system and show her bosses how her team brings more profit to the company thanks to a new style of work, and those receive an even bigger budget to further improve the team environment, after which the process of recruiting new employees to position can begin. After receiving extra money, they can be used in a way to create team building and improve the atmosphere in the collective. After introducing clear jobs, role, duties, and relocating of nursing capacity and strong sides, nurses will feel more comfortable and confident and will tire less, which will lead to a better outcomes for the team. But it is still needs some actions to improve relationship between nurses and new people who will come to their team. Another thing that Barbara should concentrate on is the training and development of the nurses. It is important because in the future it will increase profit and create a good employee brand. On the slide, you can see some simple examples of possible training and courses which were separate group can choose for the further development. But there is should be strict tracking of results and monitoring. Managers should pay high attention to the total performance of the Norris, and if it is starting to decrease because of studies, some extra meetings should be provided and maybe some other actions to increase the effectiveness of the nurse. On this slide, you can see the problems which we solved during the presentation, and you can see that this is like a bigger part of these problems. So thank you for your attention.